Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Friday. Friday. Who remembers the song about Friday? Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Weekend, or something like that, but it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Isn't it, Desby? Meow. Desby, I said, meow. Meow. That's my girl. Third time's the charm. Yes, she's right here in front of the keyboard. Let me tell you a little bit about right now. Let me tell you, we're going to be playing The Witness, which is right here, which is, as I said, like, easily one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm so excited to beat it. I'm very excited to see the sort of conclusion, and then to go out exploring and trying to hunt and find more puzzles. Another important thing to note, though, is that I kind of am in more of a hangout mood than I traditionally would be in. So, I'll try to organize the content well enough so that way we can do some of the hangouting, and if you're someone who wants to really just watch gameplay, you can scrub through to that. But yeah, I just kind of want to just chill and chat and hang out and do all that good stuff. First of all, let me just say apologies to anyone who is on the receiving end of temp timeouts. I have instructed the mods to be very overzealous about making sure there's no Witness spoilers, because thus far I've received no spoilers and no hints. So I'm like, yeah. But of course, the consequence of doing that is that a huge amount of people are just accidentally timed out because there's no sense of whether it would have been a spoiler or not in some cases. So apologies for that. I just want to let you know that that's totally on me. That is totally a result of me. So if it happens, please be nice to the wonderful mods who are here. Totally. the hands of Day 9. They have my little puppet strings and I pull them and Trumpet him cool's like, but I don't want to! And boom! Like fucking puppet string and he bans them. It's a long puppet string because it goes to Louisiana, but there it is. Have you been drinking, Sean? No? Unless you count water. Oh, yes. Dallas Sooner says, spoilers, The Witness has line puzzles. It's time to dish out a perm ban. Yeah, I remember there was someone who subscribed recently, who subscribed and said, I subscribed to tell Day 9 his music sucks, and I perm banned him. And I've never heard from him again, and I don't check my Twitch messages. So I was just like, cleaned up that problem. I'm not going to worry about that. There's an important thing to note. There's an important thing that I want to talk about before we begin playing the game today. Again, got The Witness right over here. We got the game ready to go. We're also going to play some Overwatch probably later, and some Hearthstone probably later. Traditionally, I revile not doing a structured show. I revile just going, we'll just kind of do whatever. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but because it just does some shit inside that's just like, but that's not, it must have a structure. Like, I crave that. But today I crave the opposite, so it's kind of exciting. Feeling, ooh, it's pretty good. I want to talk about It's Okay, That's Love. It's Okay, That's Love is a Korean drama. Jeez, I'm already getting emotional. Oh my god, it's this Korean drama that is just weird. It's just fucking so different from anything that I've ever seen ever. Because here's the thing about, like, just, like, the K-dramas I've watched, at least. So if you watch Western romantic comedies, typically the structure of a romantic Western comedy will be, like, not a romantic Western comedy, a Western, like, a done in, like, North America land. Romantic comedy is the two characters, the guy and the girl, are pretty much great people. They're really lovely, they're kind, they're good. And, you know, whoever is the focus of the show, let's just say it's a focus about a girl meeting a guy and falling in love with him. The girl is just having some bad luck. Maybe is being forced to work a crappy job because she's in some unfortunate situation, or the guy she's with is kind of a puke, but she's trying to make it work, and it's just unfortunate that he's not giving the same sort of effort. They both tend to be just like really great people. And the story is about some barrier between them, and they finally get together in the end, and everyone's happy because the entire structure of the show has been about how these two people are just great, but there is something keeping them apart. The Wedding Planner, the Jennifer Lopez one, right? Where Jennifer Lopez is planning the wedding for the guy that she really loves. And the guy's great and she's great, but the barrier keeping them apart is that he's engaged to another person. Right. So that's the sort of thing. What makes Korean dramas so interesting is that just culturally speaking, the characters are just not like that. Like the characters, like the main characters in a lot of the Korean dramas I've seen are kind of like dickish and immature and childish in ways. Like in Cunning Single Lady, one of the greatest television series of all time. Naira is a little vindictive and bratty and gets huffy and what was the character? Was it Cha Sang-woo? Who's just like also really emotional and prideful. Like there are these characters that are just like really kind of shitty to each other sometimes. So that's just already weird when I'm watching these K-dramas. You see these characters that just say nasty things to each other and behave childishly, and there's no barrier. It's just them being dicks. And I'm just like, that is so interesting. I'm not used to seeing that. Or another thing that's really weird is that apparently in Korean culture, it's cool to just, there's a lot more touching than we're used to in America. In America, don't touch each other, right? Don't touch me. If you don't know me and you ask me a question, you put your hand on my arm, I'm gonna be like, the fuck, don't touch me, right? That's the way it works. But in these shows, people are like smacking each other in the face, like oh, you overcooked the rice, and just hit like a roommate just hits the female roommate in the head. And I'm watching this and I'm like, oh! Like, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people just smacking each other and patting each other right here on the head. You don't do that in America. I still remember a Korean pro gamer who shall go unnamed. I was sitting, there's a Korean pro right here. And he turned to ask me a question. He just turned and he just set his hand on my inner thigh. And I was just like, not a lot of people touch me on my inner thigh. And then he just asked me a question like, is it the round of 8 coming up next? And I was like, I imagine so. Probably. Like, so it's weird to watch, like, in these K-dramas, these characters that are unlike anything you'd ever see in Western shows. And the physicality and the pushing and like the grabbing, like if you watch It's Okay, That's Love, the number of times when someone is walking away and the other person physically grabs them and pulls them back, it's like 9 times an episode. It's insane how much, like in America, ooh, that'd be very concerning if a woman was trying to walk away and a guy was physically grabbing her and pulling her back. That would not make it to air, right? Not in fucking K-dramas. He pulls her back and she smacks him in the head, and then they play a really heartwarming song. Like, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? So, I'll just say right away, you should absolutely start watching Korean dramas because of this fascination that will bubble up inside you. We're like, but I've never seen these characters. I've never seen a situation like this in anything I've ever seen. I truly don't know what is going to happen. That said, so this is just a general comment, but the show It's Okay, That's Love. Again, It's Okay, That's Love. It's Okay, That's Love. Please watch it. It's Okay, That's Love. These, in some ways, despicable characters. And despicable is a strong word, but like, there's parts of me you're just like, Jesus, she is being really shitty, and God, that guy's being really manipulative. He keeps hanging up on her. Why would he do that? It's so charming. I want so badly for the two characters to get together. I want so badly for them to get together. And as the story builds, some serious drama and shit begins to unfold. And last Saturday, I watched the show. and I couldn't stop crying for like 3 or 4 hours because I was binge watching it in a chunk, sobbing watching this show. Just and then he'd say something sweet to her, and I'd be like, "Oh, she really needed to hear that." Like, just so emotional. And as I'm talking about it, you can probably see the twinkle in my eye. The emotions coming back up again. So I'm actually going to paste a song in chat, and the reason is this morning I listened to this song. Like right before I went live on the show. It's one of the big songs in the show, and I just thought about it and got really emotional. I got so emotional. I was like, oh, and I started just remember what happened. Oh, how heart-wrenching that was. And then I was like, God, I gotta play the game. And I like got water, and I put the water in and I just poured it everywhere. And that's why we're late, is because I was just thinking about It's Okay, That's Love, and the feelings inside of me made me pour water into my electronics. Oh my God, let me get this song. Alright, what's I don't even know the name of it. I know the main. There it is. Boom, there it is. I'm even gonna tweet it. This song makes me so weepy. Due to It's Okay, That's Love. Oh God! Everyone, just click it. Everyone, click this right now. Everyone, click this. It's so. Oh my God! It's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Like, just listen to the first minute. I can't play it. I cannot play the song because I don't have rights to the song to play it. That I don't want to be your hero. It's just like, oh. So let me just say, I want to open up your viewing habits to include K-dramas. You heard me talk about Cunning Single Lady with Bye Bitches, this one. And I really want you to watch It's Okay, That's Love. And I strongly recommend watching this with somebody. Preferably someone who is also American. So that way you can just sit here and appreciate the difference in cultures and just react and like, wow, that is so different to how touching and media works in the West. Grace, has anyone seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen this? Oh, yeah. So good. Oh my God. It's on Netflix. I know Aura Swap saw it. It is a Netflix thing. The Brain says it's only Americans, Sean. It's such, oh my God, such an emotional song. You know, let's go ahead and play The Witness. Let's play The Witness, shall we? Cupfuls, did you see the K-drama This Is My Love? No, but might be what I do tonight. So I think this is where we last were. I don't quite remember where we are. I don't wanna be your hero. So I did those puzzles. Over there. Crazy color changing puzzles. I feel like I have a wish to get in here somehow. I feel like I simply have missed something really obvious. I just don't quite remember where we were. So I'm gonna come swing back here. I mean, I guess I'm just going to try to go out this right side, right? Alright, let's see if I'm still the god of the puzzles. Oh shit, there's a second one. Wait, what in the shit? Huh. Huh. I see, dude. Who was nominated for an Oscar? How could you wait a week in between sessions of playing this game? Dude, I did it last time, and we crushed it. So here is what I'm going to surmise. I'm going to postulate that we must achieve both of these things in some way. So if I do this, it doesn't even build the connection. But somehow something needs to get to here, right? So I think, okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, what I need to do is, like, do something like this, do something that connects me over to here, and then I'm going to use this line to come back all the way over to here, which will then let me reroute back over to here. So I think that both these lines will be working for me. So let's see, I think I need to just create enough space. So if I do something like... You see, like, I need to get a line that goes from here basically over to there, right? That is my understanding, this is my presumption. All these are rhetorical questions, by the way. Let's just try to crush it. See if I loop around this way, so cool. How do we separate those puppies up there? Wow. Okay, so those two are probably a little package. I mean, like, there's some obvious solutions here, which would be like bringing this over here and then cutting all the way down like this again, because then that everything is like super duper separated. But the problem is when I come back over to this side, how do I reconnect back across? See, I've already sort of blockaded everything. So that there's going to be one coming down from up here that's going to be tricky. I'm trying to see if there's something like this that I can do. Ah, this is a rosa tricky. But it's something very extreme like this. I mean, this in a way works. No, it doesn't even in a way work. Okay, so here's let me just show you what I'm trying to do, because I do a show, damn it. See, we do this. This works. But here's the issue. So I theorize that what I now have to do is get this to complete in some way. Because if I get this to complete in some way, I theorize that this power line, which you see right here, will open up that door. So I need to have a way to get a line over to this door, and I think that this is going to work just like the old yellow and blue puzzles, where this board state has to be true given both lines. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Now I know where on earth we are. So I need to have enough space in these lines. See, hitting any of these points is a problem. And this doesn't work because there are 3 there. Interesting. So I think what I'm trying to figure out is like a line that does something like this. Actually, does this just... I mean, this is kind of... Oh, whoops. So if I actually do this, though... I mean, this is a really derpy way to go about doing this, but I'm gonna give this a shot anyways. I'm exploring right now. Woo! And then if I... And then it closes. Don't you see that that's fucking awful? Woo! So, doing a little research here. Oh, and then I don't actually need to get across. I just need to do this sort of dud path. Okay. Some reality showing. Is it because it's falling down? It's falling down a little bit. No damns given. No damns given. So then we can do... I see you, motherfucker. Wait, so if we do this... See, this is... What's tricky is that these have to split in two. So if I do this, then these partitions up top are in problem town. You know what I mean? Catch what I'm saying? See what I'm working with? So if this has to be over there, and there's no way to separate these two puppies. Ugh. Okay, so this definitely does not work. Let's go ahead and reset this top path here. And then what I'm going to do is just solve it straight up. Brah. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Okay, so eventually we will want some path that does something akin to this, right? No, this does have to encompass this, because if we do this... Oh, whoopsie daisies. I mean... how do we work that even? Here's the thing. If this does that, we have a problem, right? Because if we go to this side like this, it is impossible for that sun to ever have a friend. So we basically know that this shape... Is that a true statement? I think we know... Well, it could be this, or it could be this. Those are the only two possibilities, right? And I'm just talking about this bottom left. I'm just talking about this specific sun. For instance, this doesn't address any of the other problems on the board, but this has to be this or this just to satisfy the bottom left sun. But I believe firmly that this cannot be a solution, because how the hell would we ever get back home? No, this could be a solution, because we could solve this in another way. But then we would have to figure out how to get back here. So this cannot be the initial solution. How do we have enough room to do what we want to do? Okay, so this is our starting position. Is there any other way to make that fucker work? Oh. Oh. That's a solution, but I would have to be over there. If there's just a way to get up here somehow. It feels to me that I would need to do... Is there a way to solve this without going all the way across like that? That's really the question. That's really the question. That is really the question. Is there any way to avoid coming all the way across? I believe the answer might actually be no. The answer might actually be no. Because, okay, so here's some other conclusions. Anything that we do has to have these two in the same side. These two can't be split until we're leaving. That's the entire clever part of this puzzle design. The rule for the yellow jagged things, for the suns, every sun must be in its own space with exactly one pair of suns. So, for instance, this is a solution. This isolates all the suns in different regions as pairs, and the black and white are in different regions. So, in order to build a path up to here, those bottom left ones must always be in a region. What if I actually came all the way over here? There would be literally no solutions for that other one. Great. So if we do this solution, or some other such thing. Alright, I'm going to stare for this in a moment. I think we're actually going to solve this within like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm very excited. I believe I have it. I believe that this is the only physically possible way that this would even function. Easy. We created constraints for ourselves to make the problem simpler. And this will allow us. Ooh, shit. And this will actually not allow me to. this nearly does it for us. Those are then in the same region. Shit. Almost. Almost got it right. Almost fucking got it. Not quite. Not fucking quite. That definitely doesn't do it, does it? Definitely doesn't do it. What do we do wrong in this path? Because my wish is to. Is there a way to split these up in a different pattern? This feels to me like this is very close to the correct solution. I mean, we can give ourselves a little extra space here. If only. If fucking only. I will think, and I will think hard. Man, might be time to get those tears started back up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this feels like it's really close. I just don't know how to get the black and the white into separate things. Let's go back to the start. I'm going back to the start. It's these little butts. Obviously, this does not work. I'm actually now curious. Because, I mean, this technically works. I just don't know if I can actually walk across there. No. Okay. You know, at least this isn't as bad as a true reflection puzzle. Yeah, man. I got stumped on that one. Because, see, this doesn't work. See, this is why I hooked this up like that. But then when this comes around, and then, see, I believe that this will be the final path, right? Unless there's a way to, like, do some shit like this. But then I can't see how that one would connect out. Oh, and that obviously doesn't even do anything. Yeah, I feel like this is the path that it has to be, I think. The only alternative that I can actually imagine is something that swoops like this. No, 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 that wouldn't work at all. Is there a way to... So this one needs to be open, or... Oops, I'm not trying to do this, I'm trying to do this. Doesn't work at all. So, how can we solve this puzzle? I don't know how to do this. This one is tricky. I mean, here was my initial proposed solution. Oh. No, it was this one, wasn't it? Damn. Woo! Oh, we got some new subs, man. Let's just say hey to everyone. Holy shit, there's a lot. Forgive me for being so slow. Official Skaget, Navy 471, Cupful, Donut Bandit, Kanilo Combat and Kaparov, Quasar 32, Cheesy Bob, and Colonel Crabcake. And of course, the most recent of them all. I just saw the name whiz by. Where is it? Where is the name? There it is. Ephemeral Talon Lotus. Yeah, man. Alright. Don't get eliminated. I guess we could actually do this. Woo! Woo! Yoo-hoo! Is there an actual... Oh, you son of a... Shit. Fuck. So if I did, like, this... Or what was the thing I just did? What was the thing I just did that worked? If I do this, can I actually walk across? But I think that I can walk across on a nearer path. I think I can. I think that's the trick to the puzzle. Let me up! No, that just starts up there. Okay, no, it's all bullshit, never mind. We were, in fact, solving the same puzzle that we need to be solving. I really want in some way for this to work. Man, that reminds me so... This is such a Half-Life noise. So we need to give enough space for that thing to hook around. Damn, this puzzle's fucking hard. Okay. I thought I had it. I thought I had it recently. Okay, so let's just ask ourselves some basic questions. So this, we already know that these have to be in their own partitions on the first time that we try to get across. We know that for a fact. So the question is, what's going on with these other 4 suns that are on the right? So if I do something that goes in front of these 2 suns, well, actually, we can ask ourselves the basic question, could we ever do something like this? Could we ever do something like this? And loop like that. I mean, oops, like this. Technically, yes. Technically, yes, but now it is impossible for a line coming from here to get to over here. What if I did that same thing, but hooked this way? No. Because if we go here, we either go this way and we have a triplet, and we go this way, we have a triplet. So this is actually the same thing as this. I mean, something like this. Still, we have the same problem, that because anything that wraps around this side has to go through this point. So this makes me, I'm just going to postulate that these 2 have to be together. They have to be in a party. So one alternative is to group them together by doing this first. To basically, I can go on the inside or I can go on the outside of these 2 to put them in the same space, right? So if I go on this inside edge, basically I have to close this off by touching here. Or, yeah, actually just by touching here, because if I do this, I can't even escape. So we have to do this if we want to go on this side. So the rest of the puzzle is not satisfied, so if I start to come this way, I can in fact get a completed puzzle, but now there's literally no place for the top side to get out. So it can't be on the inside. So if I go on the outside edge, if I come all the way up here, then I will cut off this potential exit here. So if I hook around in this way, I mean, is there... Oh, and then I have to touch the ground down here. Yeah, I mean, this is how I originally came up with this. Again, the rule for the suns is that in their own partition, there has to be 2. There must be a pair of suns. And I thought that this was an acceptable start of a thing. See, this seems pretty good, right? This is the path that I did before, but it's a problem because eventually I'm going to do this. Eventually I'm going to do this. Is there a way to get... This is tricky. We do have to cross the total expanse of the thing as well. Let me re-question. Maybe it is that this is the start of the puzzle in some way. Because, I mean... And just to make sure I can't actually go through there. So if this is... Oops, daisies, forgive me, little puzzly guy. Ugh. So I have also not gone this way. So I'll eventually need to touch the top. Okay. Nope. Yeah, this just doesn't work at all. Did I just lie? What if we did this in a few steps? Okay, so let me try another hypothesis. So let me do this. Alright, I'm going to do this. I have an idea. I was treating it as a 3-step process. Maybe it is actually a 5-step process. So what I do is then I occupy the smallest amount of space that I can to open this up. And then I go back here and I do yet another round. Maybe that is the solution. I think this might give us some leverage. No, that doesn't do shit. Why didn't I think about that before? Wait, no, if I just do that. Oh! Holy fucking shit. Okay, let me give myself as much as possible. There it was. That was the assumption. I thought that it was a 3-step process. But it is not. It is a multi-step process. So I need to get back to the other side. So that means that I will therefore do this. I think I probably need to give myself some extra room. Let me try to ask myself, what is the exact thing that I want to achieve with this? Because I mean, like, pretty much any of these type solutions works great. Like that's not the problem. The problem is that I'm going to need to cut like this. So let's just do the thing that we needed to do in the first place. That's it. That's fucking it. There we go. What an awesome damn puzzle, dude. What an awesome puzzle. That must have been hard to design, dude. Well, I'm gonna get some water to celebrate. We'll be right back. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.